All right, how cool is this, guys? So on today's video, I'm gonna take you guys to do a little gardening. We're gonna load up our tower gardens. I'll show you what I'm growing in our cool weather crops. I'm also cleaning our harvest wall and getting that set up again. But I was asked if I could provide greens and food for Barbara O'Neill for the Barbara O'Neill Sustain Me event that I'll be at next week. And so that is so incredible because, you know, she wants the best food possible. So check these out. So I'm gonna start some sprouts for her. I shared on a video a while ago about my sprout spout. I'll link this below. I know some people were upset because I had recommended a different version before that I was using, and this is what I was using. And it's like, we don't know what we know until we know. Like, this wasn't an option. This was the best I could find at the time that was helping to solve some of the problems that you get with sprouting in jars. But it didn't solve all of the problems. But again, it was like the best I knew to do at the time, because there's no way to get that proper airflow. So we needed to get that moisture off. That's why I liked to have them dripping down, because you're not getting airflow anyway. So it was about keeping that moisture off of them. But this one solved the problem of airflow. It's got the airflow in it. It's not a perfect system either, guys. And he's working to get better renditions of this, because this is a new product and it's, you know, things could be done better. And I talked to him today, and there'll be improved versions. And so just know, like, when I'm sharing something with you guys, always do your research. I recommend different juicers depending on what's going on in our lives and which one I have at the moment, because some of those things just don't last forever, right? Or how they function don't last or always align with what we want. But all that to say, this one's below, linked below. This one's blown my mind. Look at this, guys. Like, I've never experienced sprouts like this. And again, like, I would have told you about this before the other one had I known. I just didn't know what I knew, and it's a new product. It's new on the market. When new things come out, I'm going to share them with you guys if they're better than the older ways. Look at these. They are so incredible. So I'm going to be growing Barbara O'Neill's foods with my tower garden and with my sprout spout. So cool. I have some mushrooms for her too. All right, guys, so here's the current state of affairs. I had a pear tree here, but I actually really like these towers, the home towers right here. I'm going to pop off the wheels so they're more stable this year. And we're going to get them picked up. The wind knocked them over. We're going to pressure wash them. So I got that out. I'm pressure washing the harvest wall as well. And then I'm moving the plum tree, or it was a pear tree. These are my micro dwarf trees, the ones that they're called. It's a tiny tree, and you cut them really short so they're like knee height, and then it makes these little tiny trees that always stay dwarfed. And so this is the pear, and I think I have a bunch throughout here, so I think we're gonna stick it. This one's a plum. Look at this, already blooming. That's probably not a good thing, because if we freeze, all of that will die. But all this needs to be cut back, so I'm about to use this handy dandy little hand mini chainsaw that was sent to me. It's battery operated. So let's give this a shot, and then we'll figure out what to do with this pear tree. Okay, so these needed more work than I had hoped. They need to soak. And so I'm just going to fill up my extra tall tower instead of those. And I'll get new starts going for those. And I've got plenty of towers to fill up. So just taking it one tower at a time as it warms up. I also got the harvest wall cleaned out, and so that area is getting fixed in the garage just for the harvest wall. It's gonna have its own special spot. I cannot wait. And let me show you what it looks like. All right, so the harvest walls are easy. They just pop off and they're real light. And so I just gave them a pressure wash, and then we cleaned this tall tower and it got pressure washed, and I'm actually gonna soak all of these. I just used the basins and soak them in some citric acid, and we're gonna load this up today and start growing food on the tall tower. All right, guys, I got the one tower clean and loaded. I still have lots of starts. I'm just gonna kick those off to the side and let them continue to grow and get bigger. I'm about to send a video over to my friend Jax, who's friends with Barbara, and show her what we have to feed her next week. What an honor that is. So excited about that. And we're gonna keep growing. I didn't get to the harvest wall, so what I'm gonna do is take my trays. If you ever need to put things in a timeout, it's okay to take them out and give them nutrient water. I'll pull water out of my new tank here, and I'm gonna put them in those little green trays and make sure they're watered really well, and we can just take a minute to get things back together and they will be absolutely fine. That's the thing I love about hydroponics and aeroponics, is there is grace in this. If you need time, if you need to put your plants in a timeout, they just do amazing as long as you water, you know, give them a little water. They're totally fine. So we're gonna do that next. Thanks for joining me, guys. Stay tuned. I will have content coming out of the Barbara O'Neill event next. I also have a food haul from Azure for you with how we store our long-term food storage, preparation in case all these tariffs happen. I don't care if they happen. I don't care if they don't happen. We always stay prepared anyway. It's like a savings account in supplies. I'm eating lentils from 2016, by the way, that have quadrupled in price since I bought them. 4 times more expensive now. So it's just a great investment. And then we will be moving our tiny home. So we got 2 that are close to being delivered, and they look amazing. I can't wait for you to see them. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next video.